We don't want the sparkling light on us here. We don't want the light to be affecting us here, but it's all good. Alrighty, all right. We are the 15th day of November. Shit. We got one more month and the 2022 is fucking done. Some of us probably wish for better years, but that's what we thought last year, 2021, that we was going to get a better year. So that's all we can hope for. I'm not saying, fucking, a pacifist guy or whatever, but it is what it is, man. We can sit here and make. I mean, yesterday I didn't bring up the incident that happened at the University of Virginia where three football players had lost their lives to a person that, quite honestly, probably was not there mentally right in the fucking head. And thank God that, he's caught. And, it's always the narrative. It's always, well, it's the white people that are always so mad and pissed off and shoot people. Well, guess what? In this instance, it was not a white shooter. It was actually an African American. Who probably, I mean, I didn't see what color the players were, that this and that. I mean, apparently the father of the shooter says that his son was being bullied, and then he had paranoia. Well, then why didn't anybody get these people help? I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand if obviously these people feel like they don't need any help, but other people said there was red flags and this and that. So the why at a certain point, when does it override your own, like, hey, if I'm not here mentally, how can I still control my actions even though mentally I'm not here? I'm still here physically, but mentally in my mind it's somewhere else and it's not on the real things. People should be getting help. We talk about it all the time. Mental health is a big issue that still has not been addressed. And everything is, they mask it with, oh, it's the gun's fault, it's the drugs fault, it's the television, it's the rap music, it's the videos, it's the this, it's that. It's never, well, it's a people problem. It's not about a race, it's not about ethnicity, it's not about sexual orientation. Mental health affects everybody. Everybody in this world, in this life, has gone through some sort of form of mental health problems. Whether you had a breakdown, you have PTSD, you have anxiety, you have all these things. There's but they're things that can't be controlled. But what are we doing to control these emotions with? Majority of the time, they're pushing what? Pills on people, right? They take this pill and this pill will make you feel better. That's not the solution. That might help. That might help a little bit, but ultimately, I don't know. Feeding things with certain things just makes the it's like a fire. A fire in itself isn't bad, but the ingredients and the things around to make the fire worse and make the fires a dangerous thing are the most bad things. But here we are. We lost. You know, lives are lost, and now here we are. People want to take guns and limit the capacity when people are still getting that. It's just like California, we're trying to ban flavored tobacco products. And by the way, RJ Reynolds is suing the state of California for this ban. So we'll see how long these fucktards here in California, as far as the politicalness, put up with that shit. I mean, am I sad that California's getting sued? No. Fucking, if I had the way, I'd sue California for for years of the fuckery. I'd sue Gavin Newsom, starting with him. I'd sue Nancy Pelosi. I'd sue the whole damn fucking state, top to fucking bottom. People say they want better, but we're not getting better. We're getting the same results. We're just getting a different person in there. We're just getting different people with different lip service, and the same shit continues to happen day in and day out. And And you wonder why people don't want to vote anymore? Well, because they realize it's rigged. They realize that their vote doesn't matter because these people can these people can rig the system. But doesn't mean that we give up and stop fighting these people. We got to fight these people. Because you just give up, you're going to stop doing the shit they're going to do to us? No, they're going to continue it on. That's been their agenda. That's been what's going on. But people don't want to wake up, and that is it. I can't wake you up. You got to wake up in this world and figure out what's right from wrong. And if the society ain't going to tell you, society will probably tell you to go jump off a fucking cliff. And a lot of people in the society did. And they can sit here and tell me today to their face, "Oh, I would never do that." Well, you did. When these people told you to go get inoculated, or you can't do your job, or you can't make a living, what did you people do? I'm not saying that was a free will of choice to go get a shot that hopefully is going to save you from ultimate death, when that's a lie. Nothing can save us from death. That's and you can believe whatever you want. You could paint whatever rosy picture you can try to paint. And you could put whatever person up there and whatever athlete they try to pin up there as the poster child. And eventually down the road they end up dead, or they're in some kind of controversy. You know? If people wanted to be better, they would want better, and they would make sure it'd be better. And making sure that it's a fight. Because there's people that are gonna fight you tooth and nail. So it's always gonna be a fight. So if you're afraid of a fight, afraid to get roughed up, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're definitely not living. You're just vicariously going through the emotions and and just doing it, you know? And that's not a good place to be anywhere. And yes, this is a sports thing, but I do try to talk about real shit that applies to everybody, not just myself. And I don't get up on here to be monetized and want people to love me and to fucking throw money at me and to whatever. No, I do this because I love to do this. I love to speak my mind. I don't, you know, I don't try to come off from a fucking bad point of view. A lot of people try to say that I just come off from crazy fucking left field. So be it. At least I'm coming from somewhere. At least I'm standing for something. Half you people are fucking stand here, wish wash here, flip flop, lip lop, ding dang, boodle bing bang. But I'm the bad guy, and I'm the fucked up person. But yet the rest of the people aren't. Kind of a problem there, people. Kind of a problem there. But most people don't care, and most people don't come to my channel. I don't even push my channel. I don't say nothing. I just do what I do, and if people want to see it, and people like it, and people fuck with it, then they fuck with it. They don't fuck with it, who cares? I'm not out here to be beloved. I'm out here just to talk. I want a conversation. You know, we ain't having the conversations because most people don't want to talk about it. Whether you want to go on the internet, you know, but everybody's got a side, right? Everybody's got a side. Everybody sides with something. But you know, social when you're on the social networks and these social platforms, you got to tote the line. But you say you're 100, and you say you talk like you speak it how you talk it. But and I'm not using the Migos walking like a talk, because you know there ain't no disrespect at the Migos either. It's just people bullshit and say things and talk and talk and talk, but their actions say another. And I understand you got to tote the line because you don't want, you know, you're trying to make money and you're trying to monetize yourself. You don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. But honestly, you know, are you truly being yourself, or are you just being censored? Come on. I'm just being real. Just trying to have a conversation out here, but you know, nobody wants to have conversations anymore. When people say they're talking and people say they're listening, well, they're not listening. They're just rambling, they're babbling, and I ramble too. I ramble too, like I'm doing right now. But yeah, last night we had a NFL Monday Night Football. No more undefeated teams. The Miami Dolphins team can light up that stogie, and rep being the only team to not to basically the only team to go undefeated in the whole season, through the season and through the playoffs. And isn't it fitting that it is the Washington Commanders, who, if people were reminded, when the Pittsburgh Steelers were 11-0, they had to play the Washington football team and they lost to the football team. And then Monday night came, and yes, there's controversy. Obviously, Dallas Goddard got face masked as he was going to the ground, but you know John Perry, used to be head of the officials, said a lot of times that doesn't get called. Knowing that it's already a fumble, they're not going to call a face mask. And so, and Philly had many opportunities to close the game and win the game, but they didn't. And like I said yesterday, Washington had to control the ball, they had to pound the ball, they ran the ball aggressively. Aggressively, they were able to hit the medium to intermediate long passes to get some big chunk plays here and there to help out that running game. And, their defense played well enough to stop the Eagles. And, hey, that's what got the job done for them. And like I said, I'm buying the Commanders. I think they're a team, and I'm buying Tyler Heineke. I'm saying this to the front office or whoever is going to be. Tyler Heineke is not your conventional quarterback, but he's winning you guys games. Guys, the fans love him. The guys in the locker room respond to him. I'm sorry, Carson Wentz, you're gonna have to ride the bench, baby. You're gonna have to ride the bench, baby. And if Carson Wentz ain't a man and understand, look at Jalen Hurts. I mean, the man went to Alabama. Was the only true freshman quarterback to start at Alabama, mind you. He lost his job. Then he was able to come back in the title game and win the national championship. Then the next following season, he leaves Alabama, goes to Oklahoma, and goes down there and does what he was doing. And now you see what he's doing with the Philadelphia Eagles. And he's the reason why Jason Kelsey, the center, passed the torch to him this year. So Jalen Hurts, this is your team now. And I'm a buyer on Jalen Hurts. I bought him last year, and we're seeing the real progression now. They're putting weapons around him. They're catering an offense, RPOs around him to help him either, run pass option here. He can either run it, he can either hand it off, fake it like he's gonna pass real quick, but Jalen Hurts is doing it, and I'm saying this right now. I'm going to go on record right now. Justin Fields is taking the same track that Jalen Hurts is right now. I'm not saying he's the same man, but if you see this Sunday and basically from last Sunday, if I got to give somebody the trophy for the best player last week, obviously the best play last week was Justin Jefferson's one-handed catch. But the best player, I'd say, without a doubt, had to be Justin Fields. Obviously, best rookie performance, Christian Watson with 3 touchdowns here. But he's coming into this week questionable on a short week against the Titans. So I don't know. Do we see Christian Watson? Obviously, Romeo Doubs is out for a while, so obviously he has to come back in there and play, whether he's banged up or not here. And, they don't really have a choice there. So, so yeah, that's the game. We got Thursday night in Green Bay. The Tennessee Titans are coming into Green Bay. Matt LaFleur taking on his old, the old team that he offensive coordinated for him for a while before he moved on to the head coaching job at Green Bay. So, both teams, obviously Green Bay's, trying to right the season and get back to 500 right now. In Tennessee, they're just trying to stay, keep their head above the water. I mean, obviously, but they had a tough game against the Broncos. I mean, it's been tough for Tennessee to put up points this year, but that, usually their MO is to run the ball, keep the games close, play good defense. That's kind of been their MO. As long as they could get W's and wins. I mean, I mean, yeah, for fantasy owners and stuff like that, yeah, it sucks. But you know what? Guess at the end of the day, they're not doing it for you. And at the end of the day, they're doing it to get wins, and they're going to, they're not out here for the fantasy lovers or for the daily fantasy parlay players, or even for the people that are straight up betting. So, all right. So yeah, we had a bet yesterday. Let's break it down here. Let's break the bet down here. We took the Monday Night Football game. We took Monday Night Football and we paired it up with the NBA yesterday. So we took the Commanders plus the 11 on the spread. That was minus 110. That obviously covered because they won. I took the under, and that killed me. The game went over 43 points. I took the Orlando Magic, but I didn't realize LaMelo Ball is actually back for the Charlotte Hornets. So Charlotte Hornets took care of business. Orlando tried to come back at the end, losing by 7, but not enough to ultimately win. That plus 102 was an L. The Phoenix Suns had a chance to win it. Jimmy Butler basically well defended Devin Booker at the end on that shot. So therefore, Phoenix was not able to score another bucket to win by one themselves. So plus 116 was L there. I had the OKC Thunder plus 11 and a half. They were winning but lost by 4 in the fourth quarter. They ended up losing by 4 in the fourth quarter, so we cashed there. We had the ATLian Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks took care of business against the Bucks here, giving them their first home loss of the season here, plus 143. And we had the under 234 in the Spurs and the Warriors. Warriors took care of business big time. I think they won. It was like 100. I want to say it was 132 to like 90, 95 or something like that. Or it was pretty bad. The Warriors took care of business. So we were ultimately 4-3. The under 43, the Orlando Magic money line, and the Phoenix Suns money line were the ultimate parlay killers. But not too bad. Not too bad to say the least. Our college basketball bet, on the other hand, yeah, we just did the men's yesterday. Today we're gonna do the women's today. We're gonna parlay men and women's basketball here today. Um, and we got NBA. Obviously, we got college football. So maybe we parlay the college football with the NBA like we did, and we'll make the men's and women's basketball parlay together. So yesterday we took the Minnesota Golden Gophers on the money line. That was a pretty, wasn't a good bet. They lost. And then we had the Richmond Spiders. They fought hard, but they lost by 2 in overtime. So that wasn't too bad. The Portland Pilots got their first loss to Kent State. They lost by, I think it was like 7 or 8. Wasn't like a big blowout here. Same thing with St. Francis. St. Francis of PA. They lost by 3. They were down pretty big the whole game, but they came back towards the end. Butler Bulldogs, the same thing. They ended up losing by like 6, like 68, 62, or 63 or something like that. So I lost there. I had the over 128 and a half. It went 126, so it went under. It went the under by 2 points. And the Yale Bulldogs won in overtime against the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. So we only won one of our college bets yesterday, so we did not do that good. We didn't go with any player bet parlays or prop bets on the football game or the basketball game. So we'll probably maybe look into doing it today, or I don't know, maybe we'll save it. But yeah. And well, since I don't know if did I tell everybody my bets there? All right, let's go. We'll I got L there on that one. All right. So we had the over 51 points between the Chiefs and the Jaguars. That didn't cover. We had the Dolphins minus the 3 on the spread, minus 120. That was easy cash right there. I had the over 46 in the Vikings and the Bills. That was minus 121. That covered here. That covered. That was a dub. We had the Titans minus the 2.5 on the spread. They won by 7. We had the Bears to win by 3. They lost. They lost by 1. Had the over 39.5 in the Saints and Steelers. That went well under. We had the over 41.5 in the Giants and Texans. That also went under. So we won 3 and we lost 4. All right, the afternoon in the 5 o'clock game here, I had the over 41 points in the Colts and Raiders. That cashed. I had the over 37.5 between the Rams and the Cardinals, the battle of backup quarterbacks in that game. Got the W in that one. And I had the over 44.5 between the Cowboys and the Packers. That was a W. I had the 49ers to win by 7. They actually only won by 6. So So didn't do well there. Then we had the Cavaliers. Cavaliers ended up losing that day. The Bulls ended up losing, and I think the Warriors lost that day too. And Memphis, did they win that day? I don't know. I'll assume they had ended up having a W. I don't know, but but yeah, that was definitely our basically our parlay bets here. Not too bad here. Not too bad. Not too bad. So, all right, today let's look at the games that we have on the slate today. We have the Memphis Grizzlies and the New Orleans Pelicans here. We have that game. We have that game for you. We have the Clippers taking on the Dallas Mavericks. We have the New York Knicks taking on the Utah Jazz. We have the Brooklyn Nets and the Sacramento Kings. And the last game of the night, we have the San Antonio Spurs and the Portland Trail Blazers. All right, let's go to college football right quick, where we have the Ohio Bobcats are taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And we have Bowling Green Falcons taking on Toledo. There's only 2 games on here tonight. College, some action. All right, let's look at the NHL tonight. We got the New Jersey Devils taking on the Montreal Canadiens. We have the Dallas Stars and the Tampa Bay Lightning. We have the Washington Capitals and the Florida Panthers. We have the Vancouver Canucks and the Buffalo Sabres. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Pittsburgh Penguins. We have the Philadelphia Flyers and the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Minnesota Wild and the Nashville Predators. The San Jose Sharks are taking on the Las Vegas Golden Knights. And we have the Detroit Red Wings taking on the Anaheim Ducks. And then we also have, obviously, we have college basketball here. All right, let's run down some of the women's lines here. We have Oklahoma Sooners, the Lady Sooners taking on the Lady Cougars of BYU. The Lady Buffaloes of Colorado are taking on the Lady Raging Cajuns of Lafayette of Louisiana. We got the Lady Tribe of William and Mary taking on the Lady Monarchs of Old Dominion. We have the Lady Catamounts of Western Carolina taking on the Lady Bluehosts of Presbyterian. We got the Lady Connells taking on the Lady Blazers of UAB. We have the Lady Cornhuskers taking on the Lady Blue Jays of Creighton, a battle of Nebraska. We have the Lady Quakers of Penn taking on the Lady Hawks of St. Joseph. The Lady Knights of Central Florida taking on the Lady Camels of Campbell. The Lady Penguins of Youngstown State taking on the Lady Nittany Lions. The Lady Nittany Lionettes. We got the Oklahoma Lady Golden Grizzlies taking on the Lady Spartans of Michigan State. The Lady Rams of Virginia Commonwealth taking on the Lady Fighting Blue Hens of Delaware. The Lady Running Bulldogs of Gardner Webb taking on the ladies of the Lady Furman Paladins. We have the Lady Billikens of St. Louis taking on Missouri State Lady Bears. The Lady Tomies of St. Thomas of Minnesota taking on the Lady Redbirds of Illinois State. We have the Lady Bears of Northern Colorado taking on the Lady Vaqueros of Rio Grande, the ladies of Rio Grande Valley, the Valquaries, the Vaqueros, the Vaqueros. And then we got the ladies of Lindenwood Lions, the Lady Lions taking on the Lady Sugar Bears of Central Arkansas here. We have Cleveland State, the Lady Vikings, taking on the DePaul Lady Blue Demons. And let's see, the Lady Mustangs of SMU taking on the Lady Baylor Bears. The ladies from Loyola Marymount, the Lady Lions taking on the Lady Pioneers of Denver. The Lady Lobos of New Mexico taking on the Lady Aggies of New Mexico State, the Battle of New Mexico. We got the Lady Tigers of Jackson State taking on the Lady Red Raiders of Texas Tech. We got the Lady Lions of Southeast Louisiana taking on the Lady Aztecas from San Diego State. We got the Lady Trojans of USC taking on the Lady Toros of San Diego. We got the Lady Highlanders of Riverside, California, taking on the Lady Bulldogs of Fresno State. And we have the Lady Sun Devils of Arizona State taking on the Lady Bobcats of Montana State. Then we have the Utah State, the Lady Aggies taking on the ladies from Utah Tech, the Lady Trailblazers. And then we have the Gonzaga Lady Bulldogs taking on the Wyoming Cowgirls. And we have the ladies of Idaho State, the Lady Bengals, taking on the ladies of Santa Barbara, the Lady Gauchos. So that is all right. Now we got our men's game here. We got the Stony Hill Skyhawks about ready to tip off here against Providence, the Friars. The Stony Hill team they're big money. They're a big favorite underdog. But I don't think they're gonna have. I don't think they have what it got to beat the Providence Friars today. The Stony Hill Skyhawks here. Not like Maine yesterday. Maine upset Boston College yesterday. So I'm staying away from that game. I would definitely stay away from that game. I mean, if I had to take a gander, I mean it's minus 23. I think Providence could probably beat Stony Hill by that, but I'm not gonna hold them to that here. But or I would definitely take maybe the under 146 and a half. So then we got App State, Appalachian State, the Mountaineers, the men's taking on Louisville here. Louisville is the favorite tonight, minus the 6. Then we got Big 12 versus, obviously Georgetown here. So there's going to be a big game here. Georgetown is the underdog here. Kind of like Georgetown tonight here. Kind of lean Georgetown here over Northwestern here, if you know what I mean. We got the Mercer Bears and we got the Georgia State Panthers here. Georgia State -4 here. So then we have the Buffalo Bulls taking on the Connecticut Huskies here. And we have Middle Tennessee State, the Blue Raiders taking on the Rice Owls. A big game here. We got Kentucky, the Wildcats of Kentucky taking on Michigan State, the State Farm Classic, the big game of the night here. Oh, Kentucky, man, they're ranked number 4, and man, they got a good recruiting class. But Michigan State and Sparty's good. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Sparty getting either the upset or at least covering the points here tonight. But Kentucky, they're a tough team, and Michigan State's already faced Gonzaga already here. All right, we got Dartmouth in Quinnipiac, Bowling Green versus Wright State, Stony Brook versus Rhode Island, Morehead State, West Virginia, Vanderbilt, Temple, Utah Valley State in Wake Forest, Penn in Drexel, New Hampshire in Fordham, South Carolina Upstate versus Clemson, Winthrop versus Auburn Tigers, Florida A&M versus Miami Florida Hurricanes, Morgan State Bears against Akron Zips, Binghamton Bearcats versus Maryland Terrapins, the Colgate Raiders versus Syracuse Orange, the Bucknell Bison versus St. Peter's Peacocks. Now, Peacocks should probably be able to take care of Bucknell. They weren't able to take care of Seton Hall, that's for sure. And St. Peter was my team last year, and they still are my team this year. I still bet on them until they really turned to crap. All right, James Madison taking on Howard. We have Washington State and Prairie View A&M. Prairie View A&M is actually undefeated here. So then we have Central Connecticut State, the Blue Devils, taking on St. John's. Then we got Queens Royals. I believe this one's Jamaican, so Jamaican Classic, but I think they're playing in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. These guys, they've been undefeated here, and so the women team. So I don't know. I might lean their way tonight here. We'll see. And we got the Chattanooga Mocs versus the Ole Miss Rebels. We got the Alcorn State Braves versus the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. We got the St. Bonaventure Bonnies versus South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Interesting game there. We got North Carolina Wilmington versus Oklahoma. Then we got South Illinois University of Edwardsville taking on Missouri. Then we have the UOP Pacific Tigers taking on North Dakota Fighting Hawks here. Then we have Eastern Michigan and Bradley. Then we have New Mexico, the Lobos taking on SMU, the Mustangs. Then we got Gardner Webb, the Running Bulldogs taking on North Carolina Tar Heels. We have Oral Roberts, the Golden Eagles taking on Texas Southern. Marquette Golden Eagles versus Purdue. Both those teams are undefeated here. Now there's another good game on the night here. We have Florida International, the Panthers taking on North Carolina State Wolfpack. We got Wisconsin Green Bay, the Phoenix taking on Wisconsin Badgers. So I think Wisconsin Badgers should have no problem. San Diego State, the Aztecs taking on the Cardinals. That's going to be a good game. We got Montana State, Bobcats taking on Oregon. Then we have Memphis Tigers taking on St. Louis here. St. Louis kind of favored by 3 here. I mean, I don't know. Memphis is a really decent team here. I wouldn't count them out here. Another team I kind of like tonight. Then we got Fairfield against Xavier. Then we got the other big game of the night, Duke Blue Devils against Kansas Jayhawks here. Jayhawks are the repeating national champions here, but we'll see what Duke can do here. Obviously a game that, Kansas probably should be able to win. But, obviously I think this game's going to be at a neutral site, if I'm not mistaken, Indianapolis. And then we got Loyola Marymount, the Lions, against the UC Irvine Anteaters. And then we got Cal State Northridge versus California Baptist. Then we got the Golden Bears of Cal taking on the University of San Diego Tritons. Then we got the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on South Alabama. Battle Alabama. Then we got Alabama State Hornets taking on San Jose State Spartans. Then we have the Dayton Flyers and the UNLV Running Rebels. And then we have the Vermont Catamounts taking on the Trojans of USC here. So that is the sports day here. Now we're gonna get into our leans for the day here. What we think, or what we're gonna do here is we're gonna make our one play here. Because a lot of games are gonna start at 3 here, 3 and 4 here. Since we're already on the NCAA men's, we'll do this first here. We'll do that first here. Like I said, I like Georgetown plus 106 on the money line. I don't know what it is here. And I'm going to take Michigan State plus the 7. I say that they're willing to cover that here. Then New Hampshire, I thought about it against Fordham, but Fordham's generally pretty strong. And you got Drexel and you got Penn here. That's another game too. I'm gonna take St. Peter's minus 3. Queens Royal against. Let's take that. We'll take Queens Royals on the money line there. We'll take under 151 is Pacific and North Dakota State or North Dakota. Not North Dakota State. What the hell am I talking about here? Marquette. And I think I want to take Memphis here too as well here. I'd like to take Memphis money line here. Then we got Duke. We got Duke and Kansas. 2 points is not bad. I think it's a good line. Wherever you want to lay this here. But give me Duke minus the 2. Give me Duke minus the 2. And we got California Baptist and Northridge here. Well, let's take it under there, I guess. All right, so we picked 8 here. We picked 8. I mean, unless we just do our own. Unless we do our own little. Mm, the women. So the ladies of William and Mary. All right, so let's put another poll here. What's the better college basketball game tonight? We got Kentucky versus Michigan, or Duke versus Kansas. So, what's the better game tonight? Put the poll out there. If anybody's even anybody or cares, or just put it out there just to just to make conversation. But most of the time it's just me. It's just me talking about the sports itself here. But we'll get better here. We'll got some cool bells and whistles pretty soon. I'm just gonna get me like a board here, and we're just gonna do like old school ways. Kicking it old school here, kicking it old school. So all right, let me see something really quick. I need to look at the women's side here. The men's, I'm not too bad in here. Just mm, all right. So it's all right. So okay. So we got a little bit of preseason women's NIT here. We got the Raging Cajun and Lady Buffaloes. Lady Buffaloes are undefeated so far, and it is 9-9 here so far between BYU and the number 16 ranked Lady Sooners. Also, Lady William Mary, they're 2-0 here. So maybe, just maybe, on the women's side, we take the ladies, we take the Lady Tribe today here plus 600. We take the ladies of the tribe. All right, we got the BC and Delaware is a pretty close game. Let's see. Catamounts. Ooh, the Nebraska and Creighton games actually both they're both ranked here, so maybe that's maybe a game we also bet on here. Where is that on it? Lady Blue Jays of Creighton to win by 2 at least. I mean, why not? Lady Blue Jays of Creighton here. Let's go. Let's go there. All right. Wow, the ladies of Campbell are actually 2-0 here. Wow, ladies of Oakland, the Golden Grizzly girls are 2-0. The ladies of Michigan State they're 3-0, and they basically won all their games at home. All right, sorry about that. Sound like fucking Transformers trying to come and transform me and turn me to a fucking Transformer. But no. All right, all right. I don't know. Let's see how much. They're probably they're probably big time underdogs. I mean, I know the Golden they are. Well, I'm gonna say that it goes over 100 points in that game. I can't really bet. It's either that or the ladies of Campbell don't. So I can't bet the money line on that. I mean, you should be able to, but I don't know. I don't know why we're not. Nichols, the girls of Nichols are actually, oh, 1-1. They lost the game at home. From Delaware. And they're 1-1, so it must have been they lost on a neutral site because they didn't lose on the road. So we'll take the Lady Blue Hands as well here. All right. What about the ladies from Lindenwood here? Damn, St. Joseph girls, they're 2-0. I mean, there's some interesting matchups here. Well, Linderwood, they're 0-1 on the road. And Central Arkansas the Sugar Bears, they're so I bet on the ladies of Lindenwood here. I mean, ladies of Central Arkansas, they're 0-2 and it's not at home. And Lindenwood, they lost. They lost their first game on the road, so they're playing another road game here. So I don't know. Maybe we kind of steer clear from that one here. Steer clear. Jenny Craig Pavilion. Oh man. I mean, some of these games are gonna be Gonna be tough. Montero's here. All right. So. Mm, mm, I think we might do that here too. We might take the Lindenwood girls here. I think that's good for us here. All right. We're taking the Georgetown Hoyas, taking the Spartans, taking the Queens Royal here, under Memphis, Duke, under William Mary. I mean, it's crazy. Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, all right. That's right. I forgot. All right. So what we'll do is we'll just take that. Let's make a women's bet. We'll make the women's bet here. All right. So we have the women's parlay here. You know, we're respectful. We're respectful gents over here. We take. All right. So we got the NCAA women's hoops parlay here for 11.15 here. And it goes as such. We got the Lady Tribe here. We got the Lady Tribe. William and Mary money line. And that's plus 605 here. We're really riding high there. Taking the Lady Blue Jays here. Creighton. Minus a 2 on the spread here. That's minus 110. That way we know. That way we exactly know here. Alright, we got a lady blue hands of Delaware here on the money line here. Plus 100 here. In the Linden, Lindenwood here. Lindenwood Lions money line plus 260 here. And then we have the over 103.5 points between the Lady Knights from UCF and the Lady Camels. Campbell. Alright. That way we can do our own little twang. I forgot when I do my free play I can only do a certain amount here, so it's alright. So 184 even here. So we bet five. We bet these five. We bet these five teams here. We bet the ladies. The ladies from William and Mary money line plus 605 tonight. We picked the ladies from Creighton, the Lady Blue Jays to win by 2 points on the spread. We took the ladies from Delaware, the Lady Fighting Blue Hens here. That's even money plus 100. We took the Lady Lions from Lindenwood money line plus 260, and we took the over 103.5 points between the ladies from Central Florida and the ladies from Campbell. So there is that bet. So now we need to go to the Now we need to make the men's bet here. All right. I'm taking Georgetown. Got my Georgetown here. All right. Got Michigan State plus the 7 here. Um, then we got St. Peter's here. Then we have the Queens team. We took the Queens. The other one. Oh yeah, UOP. We took taking the under. The under 151 here. Then we're taking Memphis here. And we're taking Duke. And then we had the under. All right, so that's our men's bet here. All right, so tonight we got a men's and we got the women's parlay already underway here. NCAA, well, our games. All right, so we got Georgetown here. Hoyas on the money line here, plus 106 tonight here against Northwestern here. We got Michigan State here, Spartans here, plus the 7 on the spread here, minus 110. All right, we got St. Peter's here. Peacocks here, minus 3 on the spread here. Then we got We got Queens Royals on the money line here, plus 225, 225. We have the under 151 points between Pacific Tigers here and North Dakota. Minus 110. At the Memphis Tigers here. Money line plus 127. And last but not least, we took Duke, the Blue Devils here. Minus 2 on the spread. And we took the under 133 points. And ASU Northridge and California Baptist here. Minus 110. All right, our dollar. If all bets cash here, would be $384.40. All right, so we got our collegiate bets here tonight. Here, we'll have to write them down here on our handy dandy thing, so that way I can mark them down on here too, so I know exactly which ones I did. All right, now that we're done with college here, let's go to the NBA. Let's look at the NBA odds right now here. We have the Grizzlies and we have the Pelicans here. Now there's no Desmond Baines. That obviously is gonna hurt a little bit here. I mean, I don't know how much it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna hurt quite a bit. So the Pelicans, yeah, they score over 229 tonight here. I feel like well, I mean, John Morant's there, but I mean, I'm gonna lean to the under here, the under 229 here. Then we have Clippers. We have Clippers and we have Mavericks here. I want the over 212. Just between those two teams alone here. Um, we got the Knicks and we have the Jazz here. I don't know. I feel like this is another spot here where I feel like do I feel like the Jazz can win here? I mean, they should be able to take care of, but I feel like the Knicks could have a game here. I think I'm gonna ride the Knicks here, money line here. And we have Kings and we have the Nets here. So is there anybody out for the Kings that we don't know about here already? Let's see. Let's go to NBA home. Maybe it'll tell us. Maybe that. I mean, there's a reason why. I mean, I don't know. There's a reason why. 'Cause, I mean, there's a reason why they're. I mean, I don't know. There's a reason why. I mean, I don't know. There's a reason why they're. I mean, I don't know. There's a reason why they're. I mean, I don't know. There's a reason why. I mean, I don't know. There's a reason why. I mean, I don't know. There's a reason why they're. to see. Mm. Yeah, well, they're 5-0. Jazz are 5-0 at home. Well, we took a team, and I mean, honestly, Portland's favorite tonight here. It's back to back, so basically Spurs are on another back to back here, and they're going up. So I don't know. Game's gonna be on TNT here. Uh, Let me take the Kings tonight. The big victory against the big victory against the Warriors here. But I don't know. Slim Reaper. Yeah. Slim Reaper and the Nets. They got beat by the Lakers here. They got beat by the Lakers here. Kings are and Trailblazers and the Spurs here. You're saying 226 here. I mean, it went under. It went to I think it went 220 something last night between them. So maybe I take the over here, or do I just take Portland at home here? Is Portland on the I don't know. I just don't like that back to back there. I don't it's really tough to really tell like what teams are gonna do here. All right, let's see. College here. Maybe we pick the Bowling Green and Toledo game here. The Ohio Bobcats here. Can Ball State play a particularly tough game here? I don't know. I'll take the Ohio Bobcats minus 3.5. I think that's a fair number. That's fair. And we can throw a hockey in here. We'll throw a hockey one in here. The Canadians against. I don't know if I like them against Capitals here. And basically Vancouver and all that. You basically gotta take the under. The under here. Um, it's funny that all these games are like, oh, the over under is 6. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's just really weird in hockey. Where it's generally the over unders are like 6. And I don't know, man. Do I think these guys can score more than 6 goals here tonight? Let it be a shootout between the Sharks and that'd be a high scoring affair here. That goes 7 goals here. 7 goals seems to be quite a bit here, but I mean, I don't know. It's either that or take the risk on taking San Jose Sharky, getting the upset here, getting the upset in Vegas, but I doubt that. That's gonna be crazy. That's be crazy. That's be crazy tonight here. We're gonna take the over 6.5. We'll take the over 6.5 there, and like a teams that generally don't score damn near shit goals, but I mean. I mean, and Maple Leafs and Penguins. How about we take the under 6.5? We'll go. We'll go one under. We'll go one over here. All right. So this is the parlay. All right. So let's get ourselves acclimated here. We're just gonna call this the multi-sport parlay here, because we got NBA. All right, so I took the under 229 in the Grizzlies and Pelicans. I'm taking the over 212 points total between the Clippers and the Mavericks here. Then I got the New York Knicks here. New York Knicks here on the money line here tonight, plus 156 on the money line here. I took the Sacramento Kings here to win by 1.5 points here, so they got to win by 2 on the spread minus 110. Then we took the Portland Trailblazers here on the money line here, and that's minus 330. Took the Ohio Bobcats here, minus 3.5 on the spread. That's 110. Then we took the under 6.5 goals in the Maple Leafs and Penguins. Oh, no, it's plus 110. And then we took the over 6.5 goals for the Sharks and the Golden Knights here. And that's minus 102 here. All right. So we can cash out here. 183.28 here. All right. Let's read off the bets here. We're gonna bring up all our bets here. We're gonna bring all the bets up here on the screen. We're gonna bring all the bets on the screen here. That way we can. That way we know exactly what parlays what and do our thing. All right, the first parlay we made a ladies college hoops parlay. We took the Lady Tribe of William and Mary money line plus 605. We took the Lady Blue Jays of Creighton to win by 2 points on the spread minus 110. We took the Lady Fighting Blue Hens out of Delaware money line even plus 100. We took the Lady Lions of Lindenwood money line plus 260, and we took the over 103.5 points between the Lady Knights of Central Florida and the Lady Camels of Campbell. So if all five of those cover, our dollar will turn to a dollar. Will turn to $184 even. We have our men's NCAA hoops parlay. We took Georgetown Hoyas money line plus 106 over Northwestern. We took Michigan State Sparties to cover the 7 plus 7, so to either outright win or lose by no more than 7 points. We took St. Peter's Peacocks -3 on the spread, minus 110. We took Queens Royals team money line plus 225 tonight against LaSalle. We took the under 151 total points between the Pacific Tigers and North Dakota Fighting Hawks. I took the Memphis Tigers money line plus 127 against St. Louis Pelicans tonight. I'm taking the Duke Blue Devils to win by 2 against Kansas in the State Farm Classic on the spread. And last but not least, I took the under 133 points between Cal State Northridge and California Baptist. And if all of those teams cover, our dollar will turn into $384.40. Our last parlay we did is the NBA, college football, and hockey. So we took the under 229 points between the Grizzlies and Pelicans. I took the over 212 points between the Clippers and the Mavericks. I took the New York Knicks money line plus 156 tonight. Took the Sacramento Kings to win by a point and a half on the spread. Took the Portland Trailblazers money line minus 133. Took the Ohio Bobcats to win by more than 3.5 on the spread. I took the under 6.5 goals between the Maple Leafs and the Penguins at plus 110, and I took the over 6.5 goals for the Sharks and the Golden Knights here minus 102. And if those bets cash, our dollar will turn to 183.28 here. So hopefully we'll have some good luck here tonight. Hopefully have some good luck here tonight as far as betting and is that considered. My fantasy, I didn't do too terrible. Obviously, Justin Fields did really well. One of my fantasy pickups of the week last week that I had was definitely Christian Watson here. He definitely did good for me. So we're gonna have some ups and downs. I think I have two teams that I'm 4-6, so I got two teams that I'm under 500 by 2 games now. So we're gonna have to get them back to 500. We'll have to fight to get them back to 500 and try to make our way to the playoffs here. So this is where you make this is the make or break where you make or break your seasons here in fantasy, and it's by either picking up people late or holding on to guys that are possibly going to come back and have good fantasy football matchups, because generally fantasy football starts about, I'd say, probably about week 14 or 15. Depends this year because we got week 18 this year, so I don't know. It depends. Because I mean, you kind of and then by that time, the certain teams start to sit players. Depending on how close the races are, this and that. Like we want to get this guy rest or this person rest. So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see that wise here. So, but yeah, we've been here for an hour and 20 minutes here, so we're going to get off here and get ready for the games to start here in the next couple hours or so. So Yeah, so I'm out of here. So I'll be back tomorrow here on Hump Day on Wednesday. So we'll be talking about obviously waiver wire, get more fantasy. We're gonna preview Week 12 of the NFL. We're gonna preview uh yeah, oh no, Week 12. Actually, it's week 12 of college football, and week 11 of NFL. I'm getting confused over here now. All right. Yeah, college football is week 12 and NFL is week 11. So yeah, I got them both mixed up here. So we're a bit all right though. We will be all right. We'll be okay. We will. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with our bets tomorrow. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy. Take care of yourselves, and stay blessed.